Brodies, what it do, man? We are back indeed for, I'd say, the traditional episode of this channel. It is the meta plays in each position video. If you don't know how this works, you will get it as we're going. Also stay tuned for more FC26 content, bro. Literally, the game is out in a couple of, well, basically from, I think, like a month and like 8 days, bro, left. So we almost there, boys. We're almost there indeed. Let's jump into it, though.
I know you're thinking to yourself, how can I improve my FC25 experience? Look no further. MONOEXP has the best, cheapest coins on the website. Best price, best guarantee. Use the code META for 8% off, bro. You can get literally any card. Go check them out right now.
Very first one's going to be strikers right there. Now, when you're looking at strikers, right, especially with this episode, I feel like now, because we're at the end game, basically, I'd say use what works, bro. At the end of the day, there's so much good evos that you can do for each position. And what I will do, though, in this episode is actually showcase the hand-picked cards that I feel like is the best. Obviously, I only have like a maximum amount of like positions to choose from and like places, if that makes sense. So if I've missed out a card here and there, it's just because there's just so much great cards, or it's either that these cards are actually a little bit better than the cards that weren't mentioned, if that makes sense. So yeah, strikers, you're looking at cards, especially if you're starting off, you know, cards that just have like amazing playstyle pluses, like the driven shot plus. We're looking at like a card that at least has the quick step plus. If he doesn't have the quick step plus, at least something along the lines of amazing pace. We're looking at like objective cards that I think are good. Like I think, who was it? I think it was Lewandowski, right? That's an objective, if I'm not mistaken. 9 objectives to get him, and his card's amazing. I just feel like this type of card's not my vibe, though. But I feel like with the inclusion of better playstyle pluses, because I feel like Lewandowski never had that like body type in game, you know. But obviously now, the way the game works is you have to look at the meta attributes that make a card great. So even if this card is not good in game in terms of body like movements, if he has the playstyle pluses like the low driven, the quick step plus, which I'm checking on the screen right there, hey, the card's going to be inevitably good, you know. So yeah, I definitely think this type of card is going to be good, especially in like a lone striker formation, maybe a 4-5-1 flat. The second variant, yeah, we got Ginola, Doku. We got some cards here. I think Di Natale is another objective, very good as well. But yeah, I feel like at this point, man, use what works. If you really don't have that much coins, though, I would say someone along the lines of like a Luis Suarez for like 30,000 coins is an absolute steal. A very nice one is especially that Openda. I think he's SPC, I think. Or he could just be on the market. I'm not too sure. And then if you want like a very, very overlooked, very underrated card, is this Muller right here. Gerd Muller, or Gerd Muller, however you said. Quick step, low driven, yeah, very nice card. Let's jump over to the second variant. It is the medium to expensive strikers, and as I said in the start, use what works, bro. We at the end game, man. You want to use cards that essentially are in that power curve, and you want to get rid of the cards that aren't as great anymore. Like especially this episode now, I'm checking, I didn't really add that much cards, bro. Literally, like, this is the least cards I've ever added, man. So as I said, man, use what works. Very nice cards that I did probably miss out is someone like Hazard, bro. Like this card right here, insane. I mean, you're looking at this 96 converted to 98. Now, as I said, end game stages for the third time, but you can convert a 96 rated card to a 98. A card that was already meta, you can improve him through Picasso mode to make even better, bro. Like insane. Tiki Taka, low driven plus. One of the best, I think, maneuverable characters, I think, in this game. You got obviously likes of Mbappe that you can evo, which is a joke in itself. Harry Kane, bro. Oh, if you need a card that is, what's the word, unorthodox, or just not someone that would be in the meta curve, or people don't really expect it, this is the guy right here. Low driven, quick step plus, 5-star, 5-star, insane stats all around. 6'2". Now I know he doesn't have the standard, you know, agility and balance of like above 95, at least from what I think, right? A lot of people are using, but hey, you got basically one of the best Harry Kane cards literally for the price of free. You know, this is, I think, through the season progress quick step plus premium. There's just so much evos, man. I don't even know which one that is, but hey, at least you can at least give him quick step. Is that actually his normal card? Wait, hold on. No, you get one extra playstyle plus from what I'm seeing. Which is actually wait, what do you get? Is it quick step? yeah, you actually improve him through quick step, so fair enough. But as I said, man, you can literally go through so much different variants now and make a once, I'd say, fallen off card now into the meta curve, you know, or power curve. So yeah, overall, man, you can even come to FUDBin and check the popular evolutions page for like the best evolutions. You can go to fud.gg, check that out. So the cards that I think aren't as great or that's cheaper, you can buy them and then evo them, bro, literally. So yeah, let's jump over to the by the way, tell me who's your favorite card right now for strikers. There's just such a good wide plethora of them, and all of them are expensive, from the medium to expensive page that I've added. But yeah, let's jump over to the wingers though. For the wingers, pretty much you want to get cards that are fast. Cheers, Jeff. So you want to get cards that primarily have, okay, that's not the first one we're going to jump over. Wait, actually no, low-key it is. Yeah, medium to cheap to medium is the wingers. This is Adeyemi's. You got Cloud Japina, which was in obviously the season progress. Mallard, not bad as well, very nice, and she's obviously attainable through the market. Cascarino, I've been said it, bro. Some people would say she's off the power curve, but hey, you get what you get, man. 50,000 coins for that card is an absolute steal. We've got a couple of, I would say the price range is actually going up, like, I'd say median price is like 300k now. So James, I think, is a steal as well. Very good value, insane. Both versions of them, at least. So yeah, we've got obviously Matteo, Mariona, or Salini. These cards are great, but they're not as good as the medium to expensive ones. Let's just say, obviously you got Kaka, which I think he was in season progress, but I've included him as the medium or cheap to medium because everyone did the progress, the season progress, you know, season rewards. So yeah, I feel like he was literally free. You just had to spend your money though, which was like a lot. 500,000 coins, by the way. Yeah, let's jump over to the medium to expensive wingers. Yeah, I think majority of very good cards now, especially in the attacking stages or positions, is cards like the new Euros. I don't know if you boys seen, man, like Mead, Kelly, Hemp, James, all these cards are literally 99 because it was a themed type of, you know, thing EA did. But yeah, pretty much insane cards as well. In game, they're obviously going to be good, inevitably. I don't really need to be playing, like there'll be that one guy in my comments, bro, Mike, you haven't used Hemp or Kelly, how can you say they're good, bro? 5 playstyle pluses, their price range just showcases how good they are as well. And pretty much every stat above 95, except for obviously defense because they're attackers. But hey, of course they're going to be good, bro. We got Salah, Palmer, yeah, Son, Maradona, obviously in the SPCs. Very good card, bro, insane. And what I like about him as well, for some reason his Trivelas are absolutely cracked and he doesn't even have Trivela Plus. So yeah, I think this type of card, I feel like it's just so nice, especially from the left flank, running down with the left. Yeah, his Trivelas are solid, bro. I've used him, versed him, solid card. Frank Ribery, a lot of people did. What I also like now is most people can actually acquire the expensive SPCs because literally there's so much to do now. You can do all of these SPCs. I think it's 85 by 10s. There's 84 by 10s as well. There's like shapeshifter packs. So yeah, these cards are very easily accessible. Tell me who's your favorite winger right there. I'd say the best one's probably going to be Messi, bro. Yeah, that card moves different. Let's just say that. Let's jump over to the midfielders though. And I will just say it one more time for the people in the back. I have not included everyone. So if I've missed out a couple of cards here and there, as I said, we literally in August, bro. Use what works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, bro. You know? I feel like these type of cards, it's just kind of like a baseline to give you an indication of what to use now. Like for midfielders, for instance, right? This is 3 categories in itself because it's CDM, CMs, and cams. Now, the CDMs are cards that are like taller. You're looking at cards that are, they could be short, yes. But I always say when you're playing a 2 CDM formation, always have a balance. So you want someone that's taller, that basically cleans up, and then you want that CDM that kind of transitions with the ball as well, because they work in harmony per se. You know, if you have 2 tall CDMs, we all know what's going to happen. Especially with the gameplay, given the gameplay, it's going to be too much. It's going to be a lank type of thing, bro. Yeah, lanky vibes FC right there. So yeah, definitely want shorter players, more like, you know, maneuverable characters. And also if you have 2 small CDMs, it's not at the end of the world, but you will get beaten in the air. So do you know what I mean? Those type of vibes. So yeah, Furman, a lot of people love, always evoing him. yeah, depends which version you want to do. But I think there's so much evos for him. I think this might actually be the most evoed card this year. Has to be, bro. But yeah, 27,000 coins, and you can like evo him to basically a pretty much insane card. Because I think he's so good to the point where he has maxed out stats for both, you know, elements like shooting and dribbling. So whatever you evo after that, it's just a add-on, which is nice, you know. So yeah, we got both Bellinghams. This was obviously season progress. We got Pele at 60k. That's already, yeah, that's a joke in itself. Mateus, I think in the objectives, Bruno Guimaraes. If I were to pick a CDM, let's say you're starting off the game, probably someone along the lines of Cafu, bro. Straight up, 150k beast. I always say it, anticipate plus, incisive. When you're looking at a CDM as well, per se, you're looking at someone that has the anticipate or intercept plus, because that's what gets the ball. And then obviously a passing, a playstyle plus, any of the ones is good. I think tiki-taka and incisive is the best. And then, you know, a pace playstyle, always a good play. So yeah, the more the merrier, I always say. And then always, if you want a real proper CDM, like a beast, a tank, bruiser plus is the play. Like Shuimeni, for instance, for 80k is a beast. Let's jump over to the CDM, CMs, and cams that are medium to expensive, bro. This is probably one of the best pages that you'll see. Root twice. So good I've placed him twice, bro. That's happened multiple times. Apologies for that, but I will say though, this Root best card in the game, probably can do pretty much everything that you want. You can play him cam, striker, or CM. What more do you need, bro? We've got Andrea Pirlo. He might actually also be up there with the best card that's, you know, dominant in his field, you could say. Man, this guy was a baller in his time, bro. He's got intercept plus, tiki-taka, long ball, ping pass, and incisive. 2,800 in-game stats, by the way. We almost closing in on 3,000 total in-game stats, which I think... Wait, no, I don't think you can get the... What is the... Okay, so maxed out is 2,900, fair enough. So that means everyone is 99 for everything. Hold on, boys. We are back indeed. I was still saying... So yeah, I think 2,900 is literally everything 99, which does make sense. Tiamu, who's your favorite midfielder, though, in that department? I feel like if I were to, like, basically make a team, right, I'd say someone like a Patrick Vieira alongside... by the way, the 98, yeah, 3 million coins for his base. You can basically make him... Probably that's probably the best evo that you can do instantly, bro. Any version of an evo, because yeah, he's just so... What a card, man. What a card. I'd say someone like okay, the best cam in this game, I just feel like from like not using, but seeing like in pro tournaments and stuff, I'd say Pele, bro. The way he moves, quick step plus, he's got obviously low driven as well, so when he wants to act as a shadow striker, he can. Now he doesn't have, he has the tiki-taka, which is nice. Doesn't have the incisive, which from a chance creating perspective would be ideal from a cam. But overall, man, still very nice in game. It doesn't really matter. He overshadows everything. Very, very nice card. Xavi, overlooked beast. 500,000 coins in this game, bro. Like, that card is so underrated, man. I said every single FC. And apparently Iniesta's coming into FC 26. I'm not too sure if that's true, but if he is... Stay tuned, boys. Xavi and Iniesta, bro. What a duo. That'll be insane. The tiki-takas. I'm hoping 4-1-2-2/2. The diamond formation is going to be OP. That'll be insane. But yeah, Camavinga, Patrick Vieira. So much great cards to choose from. Oh, I was still saying... Probably someone like either... I'd actually say Ruud Gullit and Matuidi, bro. As like a CDM... like partnership. Insane. Like in terms of like working in harmony and stuff. Oh, what a partnership, man. Let's jump over to the... I think it's fullbacks, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, sir. Fullbacks right there. Now, for the center backs, just leaked that page. GG's. Doesn't really matter that much, though. Bro, Google Chrome, man. Please, bro. Why do you take up so much RAM? Okay, we got obviously the goalkeeper at the end. Right there, we are chilling. Let's jump over to the fullbacks now. With fullbacks, I feel like it's the formation that... Oh, sorry, the formation. The position that you can, like, play around the most, bro. You know, you can have literally attacking plays. You can have chance creators. You can have players that are primarily defensive. They can't attack. It kind of stems down to what you're going to, like, utilize them as. If you're using... I feel like a lot of people now use the defender fullbacks. So especially like in a 4-2-1-3, you have your 2 CDMs and your 2 fullbacks just chilling. So you need someone like that's insanely physical, like Thuram is perfect. Mendy is another good one. I'd say for cheaper alternatives, you know, Kunde is perfect for 300k, amazing card. And so if you want him to like kind of pull up a little bit, you know, in the opposition's half, then yeah, he's perfect for that because he has the quick step plus and a very nice dribbling and stuff. But yeah, a very cheap one as well is a Lala, bro. Kenny Lala, insane. We got Evo Beckham. Got a couple of cards here at the bottom. You can pause the screen if you want, but I just feel like overall, man, everyone is good right now. That's like above 95. So there's no really use to even like nitpick between specific cards. I'd say for very, very cheap alternative, let's say you want like probably the best for left back, I'd say someone like Katie McCabe. For right back, probably Kenny Lala, bro, straight up. And then for expensive, speaking of expensive, medium to expensive fullbacks, I'd probably say someone like Nuno Mensch. Cannot say his name right anymore, you know. After that one TikToker, bro, that pronounced those Portuguese names, too funny, man. But yeah, Nuno Mendes, I think alongside maybe for left backs, I don't know. I'd say Nuno Mendes and like Thuram as the perfect like fullbacks, you know. They're not too short. One is at least tall, and then Mendes is like in that perfect median height. He's not too short, not too tall, but he's short to the point where he can like maneuver himself, and not too tall where he's like lanky. And then Thuram's just a straight up menace. You know, the man's going to be intercepting. Yeah, very nice card. Tiamu's your favorite fullback right now, though. I think for a very respectable amount of coins, Dumfries is perfect for right back. For left back, probably someone like Lewis Skelly that just came out with the Intercept Plus, but I feel like his playstyle pluses kind of hinder him. For fullback, you kind of want, obviously, the more the merrier. So the more playstyle pluses, the better. Like, goddamn, bro, Nuno Mendes. I mean, you can even Evo Nuno Mendes, I feel like, if you want something really good with amazing, like, playstyle pluses. Like, you can go Team of the Season, right? And then you can go, let's just check. Somewhere along the lines, you know, like a hybrid core. I don't know. Because it basically improves physical, defense. Yeah, something like this, bro. I feel like it's perfect. The bruiser, intercept, quick step. That's all you need, man. You don't need to be doing too much, bro, you know, at the end of the day. But at the end of the day has to end. Scott, very nice card. Greenwood, Williamson, all the Euros cards. But yeah, very nice cards to choose from. Cards that once were meta, kind of deteriorated, are now meta again with the Evos, like Immobile, Frimpong, extra playstyle plus. Yeah, Balde as well, very zesty image, but hey, if that's how you're rolling, bro, by all means. Let's jump over to the center backs, though. For center backs, I'd say right now, I think everyone is rocking the same thing, bro. For cheap, it's probably going to be like Saliba, and then like Campbell or like Desai. And then for expensive, it's probably going to be this VVD from the season pass alongside like, I don't know. Let's actually check the expensive side. Like Beckenbauer's not bad. I'd probably say the best is probably going to be someone like Thuram again at center back, yeah. But the best of the best, I've even included the women because the thing is, right, some people, they never get this in their head. They're thick skulls, bro. If you're looking at a card that has that insane stats, I'd just say the height can be an exception, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, yes, you need height for center backs, but if you have a tall center back like VVD alongside Williamson and Greenwood, bro, or Greenwood, or even Paredes, that is just going to be so good because you'll have a tall, like, lanky Don that obviously is going to out-physical most of the people, and then you have the other center back that collects, passes really well, has amazing, like, maneuverable, you know, meta characteristics. That's a mouthful, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, and they have bruisers, so hey, like Williamson literally is perfect. Intercept, bruiser, anticipate, quick step plus. God damn, bro, what a card, man. And we got Van der Ven right there. Ruben Diaz was evoed. These are just cards that are kind of evoed, but as I said, man, it's your canvas, bro. Paint your canvas right there. Choose who you think is going to be good. A very, very nice one. I'd say a respectable amount of coins. Probably this main man, 98 stones for 375k, bro. You know, you're not doing too much. You're not spending time or money. Spending a little bit of coins, can't lie. But hey, at 300k, that's a perfect price, bro. Well, almost 400k. What makes Stone so good is he depicts the perfect center back with the height He's got the skill moves, the weak foot, amazing agility and balance for his height to compensate. 99 reactions, 99 composure. What are we doing here? Why isn't he in your team already, bro? But yeah, Tamu's your favorite center back right there, man. There's probably a couple of more right there, but I don't think they're better than these guys. Let's jump over to the last one. It's going to be goalkeepers. Yeah, I didn't really include a cheap to medium or medium to expensive. I just felt like goalkeepers, man, it's just such a strenuous task to kind of differentiate, you know, between the different metas and like the prices. I just feel like goalkeepers, man, use what you want, use what works, because even pro players, man, or like streamers, they could use a 60k card like De Gea and go 15-0. You know, you don't need to be spending too much coins on them. If I were to pick the best card for goalkeeper, it's subjective, bro. But I'd say Van der Sar. I know because he's United, but hey, completely up. Even Schmeichel, you know, or one of the two, bro. But honestly speaking, though, I definitely think Van der Sar, De Gea, or like even Buffon. You know, a lot of people hate him and like him. Yeah, the haters because they ain't us, bro. But nonetheless, though, tell me who's your favorite card right there, boys, to just use in general. And if you are still playing, shout out to you. If you are still watching as well, subscribe, boys. More content coming soon, especially FC 26. Cannot wait. Catch you boys in the next one, man. This card just came out, by the way. Yeah, as I said, man, pretty much the same thing. They're all good. 5-star, 5-star. Watch out. Yeah, obviously. Cheers, boys.